Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. It's been a while. So I've got a few people that's going to come on today. It's going to be Casper. Everybody knows Casper has been with us for a while on this channel, the Man United fan. And we've got Tarab, new to the channel. He's going to be a regular as well. So we're going to get them both on. We're going to be discussing, obviously, the preview of Liverpool versus Manchester United. Well, the other way around, Manchester United versus Liverpool. So let's enjoy this and let's do this, people. Yes, Casper, and yes, Tarab. What's going on, boys?
Life is good, man. Finally back on the YouTube thing. Not the best circumstances for either clubs, but we're back again, man.
What's going on, Tarab?
I'm all good, man. It's my debut, so I'm here. I'm trying to make an impact straight from the off, Suarez style or something. We'll see. I'm all good, my bro. I'm all good.
Of course. So we're gonna anyway discuss the Premier League so far, guys. So what you think? Anyway, like, how is it going? You guys enjoying it? And obviously our teams haven't started in it good so far, but what do you think of the other teams, the way they made their transfers and everything, the way it's going? Let's start with Casper.
Yeah, Arsenal is a team that surprised me a little bit. I didn't think Jesus was going to turn out to be that good so quickly, as he was just linking up, getting 4 goals and assists, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Tottenham, I thought it was going to happen. Like, they haven't really shocked me, as I thought they would have maybe. Like the 2-2 against Chelsea, they were kind of the lesser side. I think they got away with it. Anthony Taylor made some curious decisions there, as usual, as he does with Chelsea. Brentford, I don't know why they're third. Just ask United. But I really think this is going to be an interesting Premier League, especially with Liverpool drawing the 2 first games.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how you come back from that.
But Casper, do you think like with Liverpool still going to be the challengers with City? Is it going to be more than one team? How's it going to go? You think like, as the season goes on, are Liverpool going to pick up, or do you think we still need more players to challenge City?
I definitely think you need more players, because I look at your midfield now and I think your predicted combined midfield was like Fabinho, Milner and Henderson against us. I think you got Harvey Ellis as well. I don't think he's that good of a player, but having how old is Milner? 36?
No, it's about 37, I think. He's hit 37
yeah, something like that. And then Henderson as well. I know Liverpool fans haven't been too happy with him lately. Like it doesn't look that scary to me, that midfield. I think maybe you can make a case that United maybe has a better midfield now with Casemiro, but I'm not going to go in there yet. I definitely think you'll be in the 4th position, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, but not anywhere near challenging with Man City.
That's a nice one, Casper. What about you, Tarab? What do you think with us, man? Like, are we gonna do anything better than last season? Are we gonna like challenge for the title, or are we gonna sign players? Like, there's a lot of things happening at the moment, behind the scenes, and it's a bit difficult for us to, share like what we hear around the club. But I still have hope. But what do you think, Tarab?
Do you know what? Every day is so different. Like, it just depends what side of the bed I wake up. Because tomorrow I might think, no, genuinely, it's gotten that bad.
Yeah.
Because if you have asked me after the Community Shield, I was going out there saying we're going to win the league. I just had that much hope.
Yeah.
And then you watch the performances against Fulham, and I'm thinking, I've warranted, like, the team has given me enough confidence to think that they should be winning the league. As in, we do have a good team.
Yeah.
But then, if you really break it down, it doesn't add up to. I don't think we're best placed to be that convinced we're going to win the league, if that makes sense, because there are so many things that need addressing. Casper's alluded to it. I mean, the fact that he can even say that their midfield is better than ours, is I find it hard to disagree with currently. If you were to say, because I don't think Fabinho started well.
Yeah.
I don't think Henderson started. The only shining light has been Harvey Elliott, and that should not be the case for a team that wants to challenge and win the league. An 18-year-old who isn't a midfielder shouldn't be our best player in midfield. Make it make sense.
But do you think there's teams other than Liverpool going to be challenging? Because what we need in this Premier League, in my opinion, is more teams contributed. Because it can't be just Liverpool that's actually trying to beat City. Like, do you think, like Casper said, Arsenal is going to be a threat? Do you think Chelsea is going to be a threat? Do you think the other teams?
Arsenal are back for 4th. That's as far as it goes. I don't see anyone past Tottenham for 3rd.
Yeah.
Conte has a huge factor in that. I'm not going to deny it. And I think he is the factor as to why people say that. they will finish third. Some people have even predicted challenging, and you can't disagree as to why they would think that. But it's just the Conte factor. You just never know.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think anyone will challenge City, barring us. But do you know what it is? If we don't get our act together and we keep having injuries, momentum's a massive thing with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I agree.
We'll see.
Well, if you look at the league, guys, like, you know, it's not looking pretty, is it? Really, Liverpool are 12th and Man United are bottom. So, you know what's funny about this, guys? If Man United win, they go above Liverpool. So, you know, I mean, this is how. Obviously, it's only 3 games of the season when it starts off on Monday, but this is how tight it is so far. And I'm worried in case, like, if they beat us, how are we going to recover? Because the fixtures ain't on our side either. We've got a lot of top teams to play during, obviously, the first half of the season. So, yeah, it's worrying for both teams. But, yeah, let's discuss Man United anyway, guys. First of all, they are the home team. Casper, that's for you, brother. You're buying Casemiro, aren't you? So, what do you think? Like, how can you develop with the defensive midfielder that you've been searching for a while? Can the team improve? Are you going to go anywhere with this, like, team, and do you trust in this manager as well?
So with Casemiro, I think people will say that he's going to revolutionize Man United, but I don't think so, because the one thing we've really been missing is not really the central defensive midfielder, but he's a man who can progress the ball from back to front. And Casemiro, from looking at him, he ain't really that guy. That's why you had Modric and Kroos around him, because the Real Madrid midfield, it was all about balance. And still, if you put Casemiro next to Fred, I've seen them do very well for Brazil together. I think they were undefeated when they started together or something like that.
Yeah.
But I still don't see, because Bruno is going to play no matter what. I would want Eriksen to play, because I think that creates more of a balance in the midfield and more composure on the ball. But Bruno will play just because he is Bruno Fernandes. That's why we still need Frankie.
Fred and Casemiro bringing Brazil in. I slipped my mind. Wow.
They are actually, they are the Brazilian 1 and 2 over there. But with Manchester United, Casper, all your fans, like, from what we're hearing from the outside, they're blaming the owners, but the owners are buying players. They don't like. It's not like the lack of investing. You know what I mean? Is the problem the owners, or is it the fan base? Is the players? How did Manchester United go from there to there? Like, how did they just fall off so quickly? That's the question I want to ask is Ferguson. Do you think Ferguson being at Manchester still is a huge detriment to you guys as well? Because with Liverpool, we used to have a guy called Shankly. He was coming into the club on a regular basis. When Bob Paisley was in charge, we had issues with that. We had to remove him from obviously coming to the club in order for us to progress. Is that what you need to do as well?
Yeah, I just think we need a cleanse from top to bottom, because I think that whole club is done now. I thought maybe there was going to be I had some optimism when I saw Ed Woodward was fired, John Murtough was fired. I thought there was going to be some real revolution around the club, but it hasn't been. Let's be honest. You can't say we have ball players, but that's just the money we have spent. Yeah. It's zero from the Glazers. The Glazers have taken out $1 billion in the last 10 years. We are the club in the world that has had the least backing of our owners, and that's where the problem comes in. Yes, we have used money, but we should have used more money. So when it comes to Man United, we should be at the powerhouse, and we haven't been, because firstly, the owners could have put better people in place than just their friends and American bankers and all that. Like, if they had put in real football people in that club, they could have still, I believe, spent the money they've spent, and still we will still be at the top. But they haven't, and they haven't even backed the club. So that's why I think we need the owners out still.
So what do you think, Tarab, about Manchester, mate? Like, from the outside point of view, like, what's going on with them at the moment?
I've got a lot. I mean, they just need to swallow the pill. Football works in cycles, unfortunately. We know more than most, but I think Man United fans have finally started to come around and accept that football just works in cycles. And to be fair, there is a glimmer of hope now for United, because I remember obviously this, what's his name? Sir Jim Radcliffe, is that his name? Who's come out and said, Yeah, so I was speaking to my United friends on WhatsApp, and I was saying, if fans are very powerful, I know there's a protest going ahead on Monday. If you guys go all out and actually make this protest a madness, you never know what could happen the next morning.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem though, because of Casemiro coming in, the fan base are now switched. Us like Casemiro became the #1 trending on Twitter ahead of Glazers, just like that.
But what I'm trying to say is that I think this whole like in the last 48 hours, you lot have been linked to probably every single player ever like that's playing football in Europe. Like it's ridiculous, and that let's not lie. This is not a coincidence that this is all happening now on the back of Jim Ratcliffe expressing interest. This is the Glazers just trying to change the narrative. But regardless, United fans should believe that should be smart enough by now to think this is just them trying to do pleasantries just to say, hey, yeah, we care. They don't care. We all know they don't. They show it by their actions. They don't care. So we know more than most. Like when Hicks and Gillette were still in power, we did protest, we did walk out, but none of it mattered because there was no third party involved. That third party being Fenway Group, John Henry. The moment you have someone that is there willing to, stand for you, that is when you voice it more than most, because it might come to the point where the Glazers are like, do you know what, this guy wants to buy. We might as well just give him a slice of the cake, and then you never know. Internal politics, Glazers might think enough's enough. Let's just sell, and then that's it. The fans have won. Monday's massive on the pitch.
Do you think like it's massive for both teams? Is it for both teams or just one team? Like, do you think it's a massive for both, or just one team like has to win the two that needs it most?
I think regardless, I think there's more pressure on us to win the game. There is, Fozy.
In terms of like being the better team currently, you're talking about like that?
Yeah, because we they're in a mess regardless of the result. We will be in a mess if we lose. Because who are Man City playing? They're playing Fulham?
Newcastle. Is it Newcastle? I saw it's Newcastle.
I think they're playing Newcastle, sorry.
Away, innit? Away in Newcastle, yeah.
Let's hopefully, you never know, football's unpredictable, but you should be confident enough to think, Man City have enough to beat Newcastle. The point right now is what? The points gap is what, 7?
4 points, I believe.
Sorry, 4 points?
I think
we lose
points, yeah.
7 points, Fozy, after 3 games.
That's going to be impossible.
With our current situation, with all the injuries and, mate, it's going to be a long season if we don't win this. And forget banter and Twitter.
Yeah, it's too much, man. At the moment, like I don't think people have like realized what the issues are at Liverpool. I think they're just out of frustrations. They're just sharing the issues. But with Man United, like you guys said, it's top to bottom. It's top to bottom. They need to change from the owners to the coaching staff to Fergie still being there, in my opinion, and everything. Like the players. The worst part of it is when the players are walking around the pitch and don't give a damn. When the club is in having that issues, then you're more trouble than you first thought. I watched that Brentford game, that first half. I don't even know if that was Man United. I don't even know it was a relegation team. I don't know what I was watching. It was just it was a disarray. Everything was just wrong, and not only that, you brought back your hero Ronaldo. I said it at the time, Casper. Remember we were speaking about it last season. I said it. He's going to be a big issue if you bring this guy back. Everybody said you're jealous, Fozzy. Shut up, you're jealous because we're bringing back a hero. No, it's nothing to do with being jealous or anything like that. You need to look at the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Solskjaer was building a team that's full of youth and hungry players, and then you bring back a guy who's self-obsessed. Don't get me wrong, he's self-obsessed and he's all about him. He brings a lot of baggage with him at the same time. Hence why they are in this issue. And this will take a long time. It's a long surgery, Casper. You know that. It's not going to be just a quick thing. You need to stick with this manager for 4, 5, 6 years in order for him to change the whole team, bro. And it's gonna take a long time, bro. Because we've been in that issue. We've been in that situation. We used to get players like this and it didn't like benefit us in any way. So from experience, I'm just letting you know, it's not jealousy or anything like that. It's going to take you a long time for you to come back to where you was, man. And I'm being serious about that, because not only that, there's teams improving at the same time who are around you, and which makes it worse for you, because you're going to be stuck while the other teams become even better than you during the season and the seasons to come, if you know what I mean. Sorry, Tarab, go ahead, brother.
No, do you know what's so mad? It's so true. Ten Hag needs to be given time. And you know, I was on Twitter and I read it. I read his tweet, and it just blew me away. It was after the Brentford game. Like
Yeah.
that starting 11 had players that were signed from Van Gaal, Mourinho,
Yeah.
Ralph, and Ole, and Ten Hag. That should not be the case. They've got all of the players still there that were bought from all the previous managers in
Yeah.
1-11. That's mad. Like that just epitomizes the whole situation. I just found I was gobsmacked. Like I showed my brother who's a United fan. Don't ask how, but he was like, "Oh crap!" I couldn't believe the Brentford result. Obviously, I was laughing away, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh my god!"
1/2, bro.
Yeah.
1/2. But yeah, that's the way it is. What do you think you're gonna finish, Casper, in the league this season, brother?
I reckon if it gets, I think the players just lost faith. Really, I don't think they will try any more than they did against Brentford, against Eula. I think if anything, they'll play worse because they've seen like there are actually owners in for us now, and they probably know if they lose more games, there will be more momentum going towards that. So I just think we will probably finish like in Arsenal, like 8th.
Wow.
Like 8th, probably around that. 8th, 9th, 10th. I don't think we'll finish about that. Yeah, in retrospect, yeah.
Yeah, Tarab, what do you think they're gonna finish, bro? Can they improve? Tarab, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, you know, you'd like to think so, but nothing I don't have anything to base any positivity on. Like, there's so many things going on. It's just a circus. Like, I don't, you know, from Martinez being short to Maguire to De Gea not being able to play out from the back to Eriksen being a false nine in the DM, Bruno. There's so many combustible elements, but you just never know with football. They could just turn up on a Mazza and just decide to play well on that day, and you know, because you know when Rashford went through and scored against us in, I think it was 18-19, and Lallana equalised right at the end.
Yeah.
I never expected that to happen. I thought we were going to win. So you just never know, mate. We'll see. I'm in terms of United finishing. Before the start of the season, I said 6th. As of right now, 10th, 11th. But that's as right now. Let's see when the window ends.
Exactly, man. Yeah, I think they're gonna finish around what Casper said. I think they're gonna finish around 8th. It depends on like what they buy now as well, and if the team gels. But guys, it's tough, man. It's really, really tough because we've been through that situation, like I said earlier, and to get a players to change their mind to play for the football club, it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot, and like I said to you, Casper, before, like last season, like. You need a strong manager, and I don't know how strong this manager is. You know what I mean? If he could take all the bullshit with these players, and good luck to him, man. Obviously, I mean that's all I can say because I'm not a Man United fan, obviously. But good luck to him because he's got a hard job, man. He's got a hard job. So we're gonna move on next to Liverpool, guys. We're 12th, 2 draws out of 2. The club's in disarray. All the fans are not happy. Can we get out of this rut, Tarab? Can we change? I don't know, bro, because we're getting injuries at the wrong time, and the management, you know, is refusing to buy new players, bro. So, how can we change all this, you know, negative stuff that's happening around the club?
Start winning football games. That's the best place to start, man. When you're winning, everything feels a little bit better. It's just when you're not winning football games, everything is a problem. Well, I'm confident we'll win, but I'm still wary of the slight chance there is of us still not being able to get the job done. I think the starting 11 will say a lot. You know, what Klopp decides. I'm hoping there's a Klopp 11. I'm sure we'll get into 11s eventually, but I am confident going into the game, and that's based off of the state United are in. But also, we did play some good stuff on Monday night. Yeah. It was just we just couldn't finish our dinner. And then I keep saying this: we have this thing where we just don't seem to be. Salah is not a clinical finisher. I've said this to Fozy before. He just gets a lot. We produce so many chances. He's bound to score one or two, but he's not as lethal and clinical as people may think he is. But they think this because he bags 20, 30 goals a season. It's not the case. There's a big difference. Like, there are other players in the league that are much more cutthroat and clinical than Salah. Diaz, I'm hoping, does play like he did when we went down to 10 men. If he has a field day against whoever it is at right back, if it's Dalot, whoever, Diaz will rip them apart.
So, but what do you think of the? Obviously, everybody's complaining about certain players that we know of, especially Henderson, and people forget like what this guy's won in the game. People forget like what he does and out of the football club. It's not just on the pitch what he does; it's off the pitch as well. And yes, he hasn't been the player that he was a couple of seasons ago. But do we supposed to like have a go at him the way we're doing at the moment and forget what he's done in the past, or do we support him through these bad times as well? Because you could support players during the good times. What about the bad times? Are you forgetting like there's two parts 100%. To the story?
My bro, I love Jordan Henderson with everything I have, but no one's immune to criticism. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't been playing well. I don't want to see him play. Unless it's as a DM. I feel like that is where he should be playing now, because that number 8 role, he just doesn't have the legs. He still has the legs, but not to the full capacity where it got the best out of him and Trent. I just feel like he's lost that a little bit, and also his passing and his decision making isn't as adventurous as it was. Like, I don't know if it's a tactical thing, but he just doesn't seem to overlap Trent. He doesn't seem to go as box to box as he used to. I don't know if this is because we've changed slightly tactically, but he's gone back to how it was back in the day where he was being criticised for going side to side. For me. But as a DM, I have nothing against him. Both at their peak, Fabinho's better, but that's not to say Fabinho can't do Henderson can't do a job. He's a different type of DM completely, and I feel like he suits certain games more than Fabinho. So the Henderson haters need to relax. He is the greatest modern day Liverpool captain. People just need to accept that and be appreciative of what he's done. But it's social media and it's 2022. One mistake, you're the villain. But when it's other players, it's just agendas, Fozy, man. It's just agendas, but.
With me, like I said, like, we've got to support players through good times and bad times. You know what I mean? I look at it from a bigger picture. You know what I mean? People don't look into the bigger picture. You know what I mean? What you need to understand is the season we won the league, this one, the pandemic started at the end of it, obviously. We won the league, and then the season after we had a few injuries, the two major players that contribute to the side winning, like Van Dijk and, Thiago. I think Firmino got injured a few times as well. Henderson as well. Gomez. So, etc. Matip as well. We was top of the league in that season until January when Matip got injured at Tottenham away, and I keep going back to that. That's what people forget. And as soon as we lost all those players, the team wasn't the same anymore. We bought Kabak in and Davis, and they were never going to be Liverpool players, no matter what we done. We could be like here till next year, and we was never going to be.
Crystal Palace.
And so
the league, and then the week after,
the injuries hit, and it was never going to be the same. And then people just forget about the bigger picture where we was. And then the season after, obviously the last season, the players came back from a long-term injury. It took them time to get used to actually playing football again and being themselves again. Then as soon as they hit that form, they challenge for the title. So this is why I keep saying to people, you trusted these players before to win the league and challenge. Why are you just all of a sudden forgetting what they done last season and the season they won the Premier League? We always have hurdles to go over, like Liverpool Football Club. We always got issues along the way when we're successful as well. And people don't look at the bigger picture, man. It balances itself out eventually, man. That's why I'm not giving up on these players. Young players are coming through now. We're evolving. It's going to take us time to get to where we want to get to eventually. When the team evolves, obviously you've got youth coming through. Those youth players are going to be the ones who are going to be the future. And then if they click with these experienced players in the current season, can you imagine in what, 8, 6, 7, 8 years
They're
down the
really
line,
good.
how successful they can be if these rules come in as well. Well, the Premier League was made for a fair playing field, wasn't it? That's what it was originally. But, you know, like when City and all them can't spend, and Liverpool is in a good place and challenge on a regular basis with the way we're going, because we do it in a fair playing field as well. We don't outspend, we don't get in debt, we're in a good financial stable place as well. So can you imagine what these kids can do in the future? Why these other teams have to rebuild? We're already in place. But people can't see that, bro. They just want to like jump into the bandwagon. Oh, we need a midfielder. We need this. How can you challenge Jurgen Klopp, who got you a Premier League and a Champions League in the last 7 years? You could talk about the 7 years, but you're forgetting you got to cut down like 5 years out of that, because you've got to build the team from scratch, and then you could like win after that, if you know what I mean. But he done it in such a short time. People are just jumping the bandwagon, forgetting the bigger picture. Just look at the bigger picture before you react. We're evolving now. We're going the young route to challenge for future titles. The other teams are aging, but we'll be in a good place when they have to change those players they've got. That's how I see it, man. But what do you think, Casper, about Liverpool at the moment? The way they're going, I know we're evolving, but can we like? Is it a good thing Klopp is doing, or is it, you know, like are you with other like fans that want instant success, instant players, and all that stuff? Because I remember Fergie back in the day. He used to evolve as well. He never used to win the title straight away, but it took him time eventually to win the title again. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's smart what Klopp does. He's a smart man. I think bringing in the likes of Fabio, starting to promote Harvey Elliott, Darwin Núñez, I think it's a really smart thing to start bringing youth into the team, because I see like Salah, like around 30 years of age, Henderson, I see Alisson is old. Like, bro, you have a lot of old players now. So bringing in the likes of these players, I think is very smart. But this Núñez guy, I don't know what to think about him, because I see a man with the ability of Lukaku, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, the first touch is a bit crazy. He has the temperament of Luis Suarez, and it kind of looks like he has the ego of Ronaldo from time to time. But I think if Klopp can somehow manage to humble this guy down to earth level, I think he can be a brilliant player, man. Absolutely brilliant player.
So what do you guys think we're going to finish this season? I'll start with Casper this time.
I think you'll definitely finish like... You're finishing the top 4, but where in the top 4, I'm not too sure, because you won't win the league. I think Tottenham has a better squad than you.
Yeah.
So I think you finish 3rd. Yeah.
Wow. Turab?
You think they've got a better squad than us? No, sorry, I'm just trying to deep what you said. What? Fully fit squad, theirs is better.
No, but throughout the season, I would rather have Tottenham's squad than your squad, because your squad is fragile.
Are you talking about when his injuries hit the squad like that?
Yeah. Just like now, you see Thiago, he's made out of glass. Like, you have a lot of injury-prone players.
Yeah, he makes a point, but they're not all long-term injuries. They're all back in 3-4 weeks, majority of them.
Yeah.
But you never know with Firmino, do you? So, do you want to read that?
Go ahead, mate. Yeah, you know how to depend on the kids stole from Fulham. I don't know what that means anyway. You talk about Fabio Carvalho isn't close to Reddy Elliott, while Reddy is way untested. Fifth place. Wow. You are, effed. I don't know about that, but
it's a bit over the top, no?
It's a bit. Listen, at the end of the day, like, there's players that's coming back for Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? If we get that first, the first team midfielders back, first team defenders back, and the strikers back, I think we could obviously challenge for the title. But the transfer window isn't closed. There's still time on the board, and they might make a signing. But the thing with Liverpool Football Club is, guys, which people don't understand, is it takes us a while to sign a player. Like we study the player on the pitch and off the pitch, what he's gonna be like when it comes to Liverpool. We tried that with Tchouaméni. Unfortunately, he went to Real Madrid. That was our top target in the summer. I don't even know if we're going to sign Núñez if we signed him, if you know what I mean, Tarab. So that was our top target for midfield. We was chasing midfield in the first place, but unfortunately, he went to Real Madrid. But but they normally have like second option and third option, because Salah wasn't always first option when we bought him, as I remember that summer. So I don't know why there's no like second option and third option in position. I know like Matthias Nunes is going to Wolverhampton, hasn't he? So that's gonna be
mate,
that's not good. I really like him. I don't know what you guys think. I think he's a young player. Like he's 23.
Very good player, man.
I think he's very good, man. I think he's gonna set the Premier League alight. I honestly think that. But it's a long season. It depends on us and injuries. But we knew this was gonna happen to Rab, right? We knew these players are gonna get injured eventually, in a way.
Yeah, do you know what it is, Fuzzy? Like, this team is so good. It is capable of winning the league. It's capable of winning the Champions League as well. But we've just got a Man City team that is just on steroids every year. They act like a big team every year. You touched on Fergie earlier. He was the king of transition. The amount of different teams he had. Yeah. It helped him that he could buy. But
like I said to Rab, like with Fergie, at least like when he was evolving, he didn't win the league those seasons. If you got what I'm saying, it was Arsenal, Chelsea. It was teams like that won the league when he was evolving. That can happen to Liverpool as well. Yeah, Are you willing to sacrifice a season with like getting the youth players through? That's the question.
The frustration is that Salah's not getting any older. Van Dijk's not getting any older. Thiago's not getting any year older, and these are players that are generational in terms of Liverpool Premier League era. Like Salah for the last 5 years we're talking Hall of Fame Liverpool type player at the moment. Like when do you ever get to see that? Like if you were to put Salah in your all-time Liverpool 11, no one can really argue with that. You're very rare to see players like that in your lifetime. We're just very lucky. And same with Van Dijk, you could say as well. And Thiago's got arguably he's probably the most naturally gifted footballer we've ever had to play football in a Liverpool shirt. So that's what the frustration comes from, because you need to make the most of what you have now. That's what I see. But I completely get where you're coming from about, when Fergie's transitioning, he had other teams winning. We get that, but that's what the frustration is. So we're capable of doing madness, but I think our luck may run out this season. That's not to say it's going to be disastrous.
Was it due to lack of strength in the team?
Yeah. And I feel like, nothing gives me confidence thus far. But I'm not saying it's doom and gloom. Once everyone gets back, the season's very long. We're just acting in the present moment, so we're just basing it off of what's happened thus far and the current squad. You've got Naby Keita complaining. Fabinho's not.
We'll get into that one, yeah.
Yeah, we've got Henderson not playing well. Konate, Matip injured. Van Dijk is having to change. Even Robertson, for me, I've said this to you, Fozzy, recently.
Yeah, man.
Towards the end of last summer, Robertson's not doing it for me right now. That's not to say he's shit all of a sudden. It's just that it's just not the same. And obviously people are going to be lazy and say, like this man right here about Mane, it's not all to do with Mane. It isn't.
Let me read that for a second. It says, yes, but you're ignoring the little picture. You lost Mane and your mids are all aged at once. I agree. Klopp is your savior.
Klopp is the guy, man.
I'm not. Listen, with Mane, he wasn't the same. I don't know what people watch here. I love Mane. Listen, I love Mane since John Barnes. I said that numerous times to people. But he's not the same player anymore. He can't get past players anymore. We could put him as a striker and do something, but he's not going to be clinical to get like 25 goals a season if you put him as a striker either. So it was time to go. He wanted to go a season back. It wasn't even last season. It was a season before that he wanted to go. This league is demanding people. Like, you have to keep playing again and again. And if you finish in second every single time, does get to your head. That's what's happened to Mane. Like, can you imagine? Like, every season you're 1 point off the leaders, and then you don't win the league. That's how it is with him. And he's just had enough. I don't blame him. Now he could go to Bayern Munich, sit, have a seat on the bench, and you don't even need to play, but he will get a league medal. You know what I mean? He could do things like that. So, good luck to him, man. It's time to evolve, in my opinion. I agree with Klopp. I think it's time to change. And listen, if it's gonna cost us a season because of like not challenging, so be it. But the long term looks better than most teams, if you know what I mean, guys. And I'm confident.
Exactly.
I'm confident, man.
This season is just going to test us mentally.
Yeah, I honestly think that.
To see how much patience we have.
Well, let's move on to the next subject. Casper, Ronaldo, your hero, is he going to stay or is he going to go, bro? Because, he's causing havoc at your club at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to want him. That's the problem. Like, he's been offered around to so many clubs by his agents, and everyone has refused. Like, I heard his agents offered him to Atletico Madrid. Like, I don't know.
Until they said no.
I don't see where he would
Really,
go.
Alpha? Really? Don't do that to Casper, man. Casper does that to people. Go on, Casper. Go on, brother.
But yeah, Ronaldo is definitely staying. Not for the better, but because just I don't think anybody's going to want to pay for Ronaldo. Like, if he was to leave, it would be because we had to terminate his contract, which it looks like he's now hoping United will do. But I don't think they'll do that. The shirt sales are too important.
But do you prefer him to stay, brother? Or no?
I do not prefer him to stay because I was very, very happy when Ronaldo joined, as I think every Man United fan was. But after a month or two, you can go back and watch my tweets. I was like, this man will be the end of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And it was. Like, it's simple. I don't know what happened to the morale. Like, it just plummeted because this man is coming in and saying, I'm the man, pass to me every opportunity you get. I'll try to get as many goals as I can. And it ruined for the likes of Martial, Cavani. Rashford all of a sudden got way worse than he was. Sancho, Ole tried to use Sancho as right wing back. I don't know what happened there. But Ronaldo has ruined a lot of this team. But it's not just him. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that.
I'm glad someone said that finally, mate.
Yeah. The thing is, I've said this from day. He's not the answer. But that's not because he's a bad person or he's shit. He's not. The fact that everyone doubts him and he was still arguably their best player last season, it just doesn't, it's not meant to happen. It doesn't make sense. They should take notes from Arsenal. I've been watching All or Nothing.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
Although, oh mate, it's pretty decent. It's not amazing, but
it's not like Liverpool's one, is it? When Brendan Rodgers
no,
was
it's better than
Sterling.
that one, mate. Honestly, let's not talk about that one.
That was terrible, man.
But what I was trying to say is that they got rid of Aubameyang, and everyone complained at first, but then they're reaping the rewards from it now.
Yeah,
look at them. Just swallow the pill. I understand he's an idol, he's this and that, but when a player that toxic, he's a victim of his own success because he's just throwing a strop because his dedication and motivation to winning just doesn't seem to match up with every single other person that's in that club because they just don't have their lack. He's the last person that they need right now, and that's not a good thing for them, but it's not a bad thing either. Like, Ronaldo is well in his right to want more. That's what makes him Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
But then there are people saying that, he should just bite his tongue, and if he loves the club, he should do more and lead them. Yeah. He's just not cut from that cloth. So, just let bygones be bygones, move on, and then let's see what happens. But then the madness is if Ronaldo leaves and it gets worse, then Ronaldo wins. Exactly. Look at Mourinho. He was right all along about everything, So football's crazy, bro.
Listen, it's like I've always said to my mates in the past. I said, when players leave, that's when they go. You don't go back to them anymore because when the player comes back, it's not the same player anymore. You know what I mean? This is not the Ronaldo of like 2010 anymore. You know what I mean? You just let it go. Ian Rush came back to Liverpool. He wasn't the same player that left. You know what I mean? Robbie Fowler came back. Yeah, it wasn't the same player that came. See, you just let them go. You know what I mean? If you keep going back, like you go back, the club goes back. If you know what I mean, guys. And unfortunately, that's what's happened to Man United. Yeah. So, guys, let's do the starting 11. Goalkeeper, Casper, go for it, bro. Don't be an asshole, though. Yeah.
What?
Wait, are
The
we doing
goalkeeper?
what Ten Hag
Combined
will pick
11?
or what Casper wants?
Huh? Now we're all gonna choose, obviously, but yeah, Casper. But yeah. I'm
What
not.
are we doing?
I'm just.
United
No, both teams. Like, let's just do the starting 11 for
combined
both.
team.
Yeah. Combined team. Yeah.
Combined.
Yeah.
Alisson.
Let's do combined, man.
Yeah, that's Alisson, easy.
It's gonna be. Listen, both teams are bad, so you gotta compromise as well. You know what I'm saying? So, Alisson, what do you think, Turab?
No, I just want to clarify. Are we doing current players as in that are available or everyone when they're...
Let's do everyone. Let's do everyone when they fit. I mean, it's fair
fit?
for everyone. Yeah. It's fair for everyone.
Come on, Rosie, this is easy.
Go on.
This is Alisson. Yeah.
So you got Alisson in goal. Right back, easy as again. Yeah, but go on, Turab. You go first.
Bro, this is going to be your Liverpool.
No, but we've got to compromise as well. In midfield,
Okay.
we're shit, aren't we? So
Trent. Yeah, Trent.
both Trent. Okay. Other centre back. We've got to compromise for him at least. I'm not gonna put Maguire. That's for sure, man.
I'm not going to put Varane in there either then.
No, you got to put someone. What do you think, Casper? Who do you want?
Well, from what I would want, I would want when everybody's fit. Yeah. Then I would want Matip and Varane centre back partnership.
Matip and Varane.
Yeah.
Not Virgil.
No, I think arguably Matip was your better centre back last season. I think it's been. I don't know if he's played this season or not, but Van Dijk has had a howler these past 2 games. I think at least two of the goals you conceded, the one you conceded against Crystal Palace, and the penalty against Fulham.
This is Van Dijk, bro. Casper, this is Van Dijk, bro.
Van Dijk doesn't get in over Matip for me.
All right, no, listen, this guy's got me triggered.
Eswood said Arsenal is Arsenal is better too.
Okay. This guy needs to relax now, bro.
Yeah, I think it's a bit.
When we
There's a menu you can buy players. Nothing will change until they throw the useless players out. Oh, okay. This is from Twitch.
in there, bro. Hold on.
Matip over Van Dijk.
Matip.
Even listen,
what?
but the thing is, Casper, even in his worst day, Van Dijk is still the best defender in the world. That's what I don't.
He's just not though. He cost you against Crystal Palace big time.
So you're basing it off of that?
Because what Van Dijk does, I've clocked Van Dijk does. He doesn't want to go in for the tackle. He just doesn't want to be dribble passed. So he just goes back. He doesn't go back.
He had to do anything wrong for that goal.
Yeah,
okay. We'll give Casper Varane, and who do you want next to him?
Who, me?
It's obviously in it.
Well, if we have to put a United player in there, then I'll go Varane and Van Dijk.
Yeah. Okay.
Varane. Listen, I don't give Varane all his glory because I feel
he
like
should do better. He should do better.
Yeah, there's this stigma that anyone looks good to Van Dijk. Well, then you can say the exact same thing to a player.
Listen, Casper.
He played with Sergio Ramos.
Well, I told that to Casper all them last season. You know what I mean? We was discussing these players, Varane, all that stuff. I said
some players look better when they're being led by someone.
With Ramos he looks good. I said, but when he comes, I even said about. I remember Lukaku that he was gonna last at Chelsea, and look what happened. And I said about Sancho. Remember Casper? I even said about Sancho, and not many people believe me. But still, bro, he should be delivering. He should not be in that high wages. You know what I mean? And okay, we put Varane and Van Dijk. Left back, that's an easy one, isn't it? Oh man, listen, that's an easy one. But the midfield is crap, full of crap both sides, isn't it? So,
is Robertson that clear cut?
Yeah.
I prefer Tsimikas over Robertson.
My bro, right now, I'm Tsimikas over Robertson. Right now,
same.
That's not to say Robertson's shit. Robertson's much better on his day. He's much better, but right now I'm picking Tsimikas.
Okay, Tsimikas is gone. Yeah. All right, guys. Defensive midfielder.
Okay, Casemiro.
He's not technically.
You haven't even bought him yet. You haven't even bought him yet. Come on.
United published a statement a couple of minutes ago.
Really?
No. Until he's Premier League registered. Until he's registered with the Premier League.
He hasn't even played for Man United. You can't just say that, man. Come on.
I mean, he would go in.
But he's not available for this game, so you know.
Yeah.
He can't be.
Yeah, Fabinho then.
Fabinho.
Is it every?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, Fabinho. All right, the two midfielders, guys. Go on, Casper. Go on, Tarab. Sorry, Tarab is the first one to start.
Hear me out, yeah. Right now.
Go on.
Wait, is this with everyone's fit? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've got to do, innit?
Thiago's
because nobody's fit now. Everybody's crap.
Otherwise. Yeah,
Thiago's
Thiago
definitely
is in there. Caspar, please, you cannot say no to Thiago.
No, I'm not saying no to Thiago, but I think he's a bit overrated as to what people rate him. But he's definitely in there.
Okay, at least we're compromised. Okay, so Thiago's in there. The second, we're playing 4-3-3, of course. The last midfielder. Casper, go ahead, bro.
I have no idea who I would put in there.
It's not Man United player, is it, really? Liverpool's not doing good either, so... Nobody wants Henderson, you know what I mean?
I'm picking hard, the idiot, mate.
It's one game, though, bro. It's one game. Yeah. Casper, come on, man. Help me out here, bro.
I can't. You can't pick.
Who's your consistent? Who's your consistent midfielder at Man United?
I'm not picking Bruno Fernandes while all he wants to do is look for Hollywood passes every flipping time.
But at least he tries, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't put Bruno in. I don't think Eriksen's done quite well. Like if you go off consistency, it's Fred.
Artistic toast says even from Liverpool except the striker will be Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think even we choosing Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Nah.
If Ronaldo's in the team, I'm leaving the stream.
Casper, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
From a United standpoint, if you want consistency, you have to put Fred in over everyone else at the club. But I don't think it's good enough to be in that position in the team of a United versus Liverpool.
Listen, we can't. It'd be sad if you just put a whole team full of Liverpool.
Nah,
we're not even doing well ourselves, so we can't really brag about it. I mean, so
yeah, you know what? I'm here for the Fred. I'm here for the Fred plaudits. I think he gets too much hate.
Stick. I think so as well.
Yeah, he gets too much stick, man.
Yeah, I'll put Fred in as well, man. Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll put Fred in. Fred, do you know what? Someone like Fred under Klopp would be good.
I think so as well. You know, I honestly think that. All right, Tarab, left side.
Who've they got? They got Rashford, Elanga.
That's what.
Zidane,
Sancho,
Luis Diaz, bro. Surely, man. I'm not even being biased. Like, come on.
Okay. What about you, Casper?
I thought against Crystal Palace, Luis Diaz did not have that good of a game. I think the goal kind of saved it from him because I saw at halftime all these Liverpool fans like get Diaz out the game now, and then he scored, and then all of a sudden he's man of the match. But it has to be Diaz though because Rashford is just not the same he was 3 years ago.
Mate, we need to discuss that Rashford, guys. Yeah, like all that talent in the world. Yeah, has he gone that crap? It's bad, man. It's really, really bad for a player that had such high hopes. Like the career has just gone downhill like that. I honestly think that. What a shame. Yeah,
I remember that game against Liverpool as well. You know.
Yeah.
The Trent game.
Yeah, the first ever game as a baby face. We know. Yeah, so we'll put Diaz there. Right side, obviously there's only one guy, but you know, Casper, go on to Rob.
It's the king, bro.
Yeah, the king. Yeah. Are you gonna argue with that? Counter that or not?
I can't argue with it. That's the problem. I can't.
Is it a problem? I think you just need to give the man his plaudits.
He needs his flowers, in it, man. Van Dijk is still recovering from the humiliation by Vinny. Who's Vinny? Vinicius. Oh,
Vinicius,
okay. Mate, I don't know who Vinicius is. I know Vinicius, but you know.
We've moved past Real Madrid.
These little slanders I don't do, man. Yeah, so...
People tell us to move on from the past. They need to do the same.
So the final one, guys, is a striker. That's going to be a tough one because we ain't got one either.
Well, you said when everyone's fit, right?
Yeah.
I'm going Diogo Jota.
Oh, that's come from far away, bro.
he's the forgotten man.
Casper, go ahead, bro.
If you okay, seriously, I want this guy out of the football club. But if you was to put Ronaldo in the Liverpool team, he would do better than Jota. Like he got 18 goals last season in the Premier League. Yeah, but he got 18 goals in the Premier League. Like you have to respect it.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
He was third, I think, in the goals scored.
Jota was brilliant, but Ronaldo at least scored a lot of goals. Even though I don't like Ronaldo, the way he behaves, the way he is. No, actually, I like it because he's destroying Man United. But yeah, I'll go with that, man. Turab, I know, like, listen, I love Jota, but Ronaldo scored a lot of goals, man.
No, it's cool. It's cool. If we've got, it's how it goes, isn't it? 2v1. I'm not, is what it is.
No, but we've got to compromise, bro. It can't be all Liverpool. We know it's all Liverpool either way.
But so where do we go for? We went for Alisson, Trent, Varane.
I'll put it up.
That's mad. We put Fred in.
I still don't know how Fred got in, but it is what it is.
But it is what it is, isn't it? You can't really, guys. You got to compromise, innit? It's a game coming up, and you got to be fair. You can't just put all Liverpool players. We know, like, in normal circumstances, if the team is fully fit, we'll put probably the whole Liverpool team.
That Arsenal fan needs to come back when Liverpool are facing Arsenal.
Casemiro will be in there.
So that's the team.
I think we should put Casemiro in there. I'm not lying.
He hasn't been bought yet, mate. Come on, man.
Nah, world class midfielder that is.
Well, he is a world class, but he plays for Real Madrid still.
Do you know what? That does look good on paper. With Klopp as manager only, though.
Is that who you choose as well, Casper, or 20 Hag?
As a manager?
Yeah.
You have to choose Klopp just because of all the trophies he's won, compared to Den Hag. But who knows in the future, man? Who knows in the future?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season, man. I'm just hoping, like, Liverpool picks up. Man United is Man United, isn't it? They're gonna struggle throughout the season, but yeah, I still need a midfielder to rub. I honestly do, man. I can't do without it, man. I don't want to be going on these Twitter places and arguing the case of the current Liverpool team anymore, man. I'm almost reaching the limits. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, like with Liverpool at the moment. But
do you know what? This season, I'm just here for vibes. I'm here for the vibes. Do you know what? I expect the best. I expect the worst. Whatever happens, it's better I just mentally prepare for myself now. Because I personally can't do anything to force our owners to buy a midfielder. Yeah. I have no power. So just control what you can control. And that's just my emotions. Because, bro, I was like you a couple of days ago, but I just thought, you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So just hope for the best every game, but, don't be...
But do you agree with these people that challenge Klopp? Because there's a lot of people that are saying Klopp out now, isn't it? They're coming out of the woodworks.
Klopp out?
Yeah, bro. There's people
let's
coming
get him out, man. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, that is what every single rival fan would want tomorrow morning.
Get Gerrard in, man. Get Gerrard in.
Thank you very much.
My bro, Fozzie, if Klopp was to leave tomorrow, hypothetically, every single fan is raving.
Of course. Mate, I remember the Fergie days. We couldn't wait for him to go. You know what I mean? And he still stayed. You know what I'm saying? Even the year he's supposed to go, he stayed. You know what I mean? But listen, I think some fans are just delusional. They need to wake up to reality. You know what I mean? And smell the coffee because, like I said in the beginning, we're rebuilding. And the future to me does look bright, but we still got to salvage this season and at least challenge City or something like that. We can't get at the top four. Exactly. We can't get at the top four. But guys, each one of you, Turab, where can people find you, bro? Like you're gonna be in here regularly, I know that, but is there anywhere else you wanna say, or it's just here?
No, I'm new here, man. This is my first ever one that I've done like this, so love for Fozzie. Casper as well, meeting him for the first time. But no, I'm on Twitter, man. My name, Turab_HN. So that's H for Harriet, N for November. I've stopped tweeting about Love Island people, so you'll be lucky to know that. But football's back, baby. But no, I'm always here, man. Entertainment for the masses.
We're coming back.
Yeah, I can be controversial, but I feel controversy is sometimes a good thing,
Yeah, we got to rebuild the channel, innit? We got to rebuild the channel, guys. Statman says, "How's it going, guys?" Much appreciated for coming on, brother. We're coming back, as you can see. We're gonna hopefully do a review as well, Statman. Everything is good, bro. We're back on the channel. We're gonna get some more new people on here as well, and these guys are gonna be regular on this channel as well. And the other channel, where me and Casper gonna start soon. So don't be downhearted, Casper. We're gonna start the other channel we did before, bro. Yeah. So Casper, where can people find you, brother?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Casper1904. I post a lot of shit about Dalodo, so if you like him, you shouldn't go on there.
Much appreciated, brother. Yes, people, I hope you enjoyed this. I know, like, it's been sudden. We haven't done this for a while. I really enjoyed this with Casper and Tarab, and we're going to do more of this again. Like I said on my other streams, chat shows are going to come back eventually. They are coming back. We're going to do the watch along on Monday as well. So yeah, just subscribe, like, share. If you just tuned in when we left this obviously stream, please like, share, subscribe, and make the channel even bigger again, man. But much appreciated for everyone that's coming today, like Casper and Tarab. We go again, guys. We go again. We'll see on Monday who's going to win that game, and then we'll do a review. Hopefully Liverpool won, but you never know. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, thank you for coming on, guys, honestly. But don't go anywhere. Let me just obviously end this. Thank you, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you soon.